Yes people, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we basically film every single day of our life and then we put it on the internet every Sunday. So if you're not subscribed, now subscribe. And if you are watching this on a Sunday and you're an OG, big ups yourself. So one thing I want you to all think of whilst I make my breakfast is, and yes, I already have the stuff out because content life, is basically think of to a time, right, where, I don't know, you've struggled in life or you've had a challenge and you've basically been sat there and going, how am I going to get out of this? How am I going to resolve this? I feel lost, it's over, whatever it might be. I don't know what I'm going to do. And then all of a sudden, fast forward to now, and you've probably overcome pretty much every challenge you've ever faced. So essentially, we have a 100% strike rate on life. Now, obviously in the moment, it's very difficult to think that way, but ultimately that is what we have. And I think for someone like myself, this year has been probably the most challenging year since I've been quote unquote full-time working for myself. And there's been a lot of battles, a lot of struggles, a lot of tests, and sometimes I get in my head and I'm like, oh, you know, not had the best year, I haven't achieved this or I haven't achieved that. But I've also achieved a hell of a lot. And I've had a hell of a lot of growth. I've achieved things I didn't think I would. And I've hit new goals and done things that weren't even on my radar. And sometimes just having the perspective to switch the mindset on how you're thinking about things is absolutely unbelievable for you. And it completely elevates you to a different planet. So anyone, obviously we're getting close to the end of the year. It doesn't mean slack off and it doesn't mean, you know, don't do the things, but also be a little bit more kinder to yourself because you've probably smashed the year in different ways and previous years. And whenever those challenges get tough and whenever those things get hard, the human brain thrives off problem solving and it thrives off finding a way to get around that thing. And ultimately, you've got around everything you've ever faced. So give yourself more credit and whatever you're struggling with right now, you'll get over it. Provided you keep turning up, stay disciplined, and you keep doing the thing. You can change how you do things, whether it's not going to the gym, whether it's exercising more, whether it's eating better, whether it's surrounding yourself with the right people, whether it's putting extra work in, whether it's doing those things and doing the reps that you know you should be doing but you've not been doing. Now's the time to do it before the end of the year so you can still end on a real high and prove to yourself that no matter what you face, you get over it and you overcome it. Let's have a sick week. In other news, we completed it, mate. 1 million.
Mine.
We completed it. So what are we buying first? What are we buying with 1 million though? What was the first thing you'd buy if you had a mil? Invest it. At least you didn't say she'd buy a Lamborghini or something. Well, I wanted longs today, but I didn't really get any good opportunity, so I'm just watching the charts, seeing if we're going to get something like this. Perhaps, but be honest, by the looks of it, it's just going to be one of those Mondays where not a lot sets up. But I've had an uber productive day, which is what matters the most. Got everything I need to get done. Set alerts on lows. I'm just going to go and chill out for a little bit, to be honest. New Call of Duty week comes out Friday, and I'm so gassed to play COD. If you're a COD fan, let me know in the comments. If you're not, you should be. Because, yeah, nostalgia for me more than anything COD. Like, it's just a way of relaxing. And I think it's important to do. Like, I feel like as adults, sometimes people, they find a struggle to relax. And they always look for, like, a way out instead. Like, whether that's drinking or smoking or drugs or whatever it might be. But often, like, having fun and having that childlike mind is still super important as an adult. And for me, that's gaming. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Should be good. I think one of the hardest things of being a trader, especially full-time, is that you have to get used to doing nothing and days where there's nothing happening. And although the market might have moved, but it hasn't met your criteria, which for me it's moved, it's gone in my direction, but it never met my criteria. They're the days you have to catch yourself and be like, right, okay, well, I can't do nothing about that. It's not fit my criteria. So I've still had a win. I've still had success. Because what happens is you go, I need to find a new way to get in because I knew it was going up and it went up. Right, I'm flawed. Oh my God. And then you just do dumb shit. And a lot of traders do that. Like sometimes the best thing you can do if you know your edge is do nothing at all. And I think a lot of traders fail to know their edge and they just think that every day is a new opportunity to make money. And whilst it is, it's also a new day to lose money. And you have to remember that sometimes coming into the charts. It pretty much wraps up Monday. I'm going to decide what to have for dinner. I think I need to go to the shop, get some food. Yeah, chilled evening. Productive day. Let's go. Haircut done. It's Tuesday. I need to go and get some tea bags because I'm fed up of the new tea bags I got. Yeah, let's have a proper brew. There we go. Tea bag secured. The drill, wash your hair after a shower done. And we're gonna go for a bit of this. Yes, I know I spray a lot, but I like to smell good. Fragrance is one of my guilty pleasures. And you can never get enough. Let's put a bit here, put a bit there. This is a layered one. This one is sexual. But I'm gonna gatekeep this one, I'm afraid. Because I don't want anyone to smell like this. Beautiful stuff, feeling good. Telling you now, mate, getting a haircut for a dude is up there with one of the best things. Yeah, nothing done on the charts this morning, so I am going to go and get my steps in. I've got about, I went to look at my watch, I've got a watch on. I've got about an hour to get my steps in. or the majority of them, and then I've got food shopping coming. So I'm going to get it done. Catch you in a bit. Right, walk done. Nothing happening on the chart at the moment. I was looking for longs on gold, and it looks like it's going early again. It did this yesterday as well, so yeah, see what happens in New York. One of them try-on hauls, you know, like get ready with me. Chilling. I decided to get a snud. I think that's what it's called. But I went for the full balaclava. So basically, if John keeps taking me out of trades, I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to run up on man. Yeah, man. Mess my hair up. But now I won't get cold when I'm walking you. Well, go on. And John, if you're watching, bruv, if you keep taking me out of trades, I'm going to find you, innit? Oh, shit. I just dashed all my hair up now. Like, ah. Boom. Let's exterminate these. Sorry, M&S, if you're watching this, but your tea bags are shit. I need to do some washing up. I need to put some washing on. Yeah, man, now we're cooking on gas, people. Proper brew. Right, come on then, Bruno, let's go. Let's see what New York has in store for us. Potentially got a trade setting up, so let's see if it fits the criteria or not. And I'll drink my brew and let you know what happens. First trade of the week is executed. Been waiting for it all day, so it's let me in. I've executed the plan. That is all I can do now, is just wait and see what happens. Obviously, full risk. Got my levels where I want to take risk off. Got my TP levels. What will be, will be. Right, so we're in that. I've just popped it in the Discord. We're doing an accountability thing this month where everyone that ever takes a trade has to post it in before or after. Keep everyone accountable. Like I say, I'm in the trade. There's nothing I can do now. I'm sitting here right now because I'm talking to you guys and girls, but I wouldn't watch it. Normally, now I've done that, I would just crack on with other stuff. Got some more housework I could be doing. I'm going to leave for school run in about an hour and a half. So, but yeah, the main thing now, right, is, you know, just to talk you through it and the feelings that perhaps I may have. Another phase 1, which is nearly, if this hits TP or pass, it'll be another phase 2. I'll be out of drawdown on my live account. So essentially we'll have a payout. I mean, I won't take the payout because it'll be like 1%-ish, but I'll be out of drawdown after having a really tough month. And all these different thoughts go through your head right in the moment. And you're like, oh, you know, it's immediately gone into profit. What if you just take it? Oh no, it's pulling back a little bit. Like, what do you do? And look, those thoughts will always be present, and it's just about learning how to deal with them in the moment. And that's why for me personally, I normally leave the chart. I normally go and do something else, or I just completely switch my screen. I like playing games, which, as I said yesterday, the new Call of Duty is coming out. So often you'll find through the winter, I'll have my laptop with me downstairs and I'll be playing a game. That's just my personal preference because my routine's so strict and I get so much done. Whoa, which is a big old impulse on gold there. Often what you'll find, and again, see emotion, you're like, oh, why is it pushing on like that? What's going on? Is it going to come crashing down now? I'm in more profit. Oh my God. It's not mine. It just isn't. And I know you might think, oh, it's easy to say that. It's not. Like, until I close that, withdraw that, it's in my bank. It ain't mine. It's just some numbers on the screen. And numbers are infinite at the end of the day. And if you want to do this thing for long term, then you need to be able to become immune to the numbers going up and down. Right, that's those ones. What else are we having? Mate, what's your favourite pick and mix, people? Remember them snakes at school? They used to be elite. You won't know about those bad boys, mate. You've got to get a snake.
Okay, I'll get a snake.
You gotta get a snake. Pick and mix secured for little lady. I got Steph a dairy milk, which is a little bit too big, but she can space it out. And I got Kira some Twixes. I'm sure we'll all share anyway. I didn't really fancy getting anything, but I'll definitely dabble with a bit of dairy milk, maybe a cheeky Twix, and maybe a couple of Mia Sweeties. Right, now we're gonna get Kira and then head home, start preparing dinner. Yes, people, just got home, literally got about half an hour and I need to head out and get Steph from work. So I'm just peeling some potatoes so I can get the part of tonight's dinner done. I'm just gonna do some, I need to bread some chicken as well. I'm just gonna do some honey glazed chicken, mash, veg, bit of gravy, job done. Super productive day, so that trade ended up hitting take profit, which is nice. Just hit just as I got to the school, which is always good. So that's pretty much written off all the drawdown from October. Obviously it was in -6. Now some accounts are in profit, some are in BE. Hit a new all-time high on the Darwin X. That's about 9% now so far. I have a max DD of 4, which is nice. Got an allocation on that, which will be coming at the end of the month. Passed fivers as well, which is nice. So that's phase 1 done on fivers. I should have passed funded next as well, but where I've switched my copiers around, I usually just copy from Darwin X and my master, Darwin X and my personal, sorry. Where I've switched them around due to some of the prop rules, I forgot to put funded next on for the last couple of wins. So there's me assuming that it's also coming out of drawdown with me, and it's not, which is a little bit annoying, but look, I'm only human, it's my error, and I've documented it all, and, you know, we come out the other side. So look, I hope these things inspire people, I hope these things help people, and, you know, ultimately that's why I do the vlogs and I share this sort of stuff. I'm very grateful for those of you that do watch. I've got a very good audience and a great bunch of people, and I just want to say big ups to you guys and girls that watch, support and follow. It's yeah, it's amazing to have and something that I've really worked hard to build, so I appreciate all of you. But listen, I just wanted to jump on before the end of the day and just keep you updated on the trade and stuff. I want to keep sharing and, you know, showcasing the different things that this is all about and this journey's about, because ultimately it's never shown this way. It's always shown, you know, I'm a dad, I'm a partner, I've got hobbies, I do other stuff, I'm a trader, figuring out so many things, so many lessons, you know, and ultimately, like, it's always shown to you, like, the glamorous sides, but I'll show you washing up, cleaning the house, peeling potatoes, doing the little things, you know, like, it's, yeah, it's important. Like I say, I'm human, man. I'm not just some, like, trader dom. But yeah, I'm gonna stop boring you. I'm gonna deal with that, bread some chicken. We're on time to potentially get it all done, ready so we can get home, turn it all on, and not have a late dinner. So, I'm gonna love you and leave you all. Catch you in the morning. Just finished logging yesterday's trade, so I put that in my journal. I still log all my trades. I think it's super important that you're doing that. If you're not going to learn, you're not going to know where you're going wrong. Automated software is good, but personally, the ones I've seen, they still require you to do the manual login and data gathering anyway. So I still use a Notion, but again, it's whatever floats your boat. But don't rely on automated journaling to just do it all for you and not actually look at what you're trading, how you're trading, the positions, taking screenshots, identifying different things. It's very easy to get lazy and complacent when things do it for you and you think, oh, I'm doing my journaling. But some of the biggest breakthroughs I've had is through my journaling. You know, I've shared my journaling template before in the sense of the things I ask myself, the mindset stuff, the technical stuff, and I can go over it at the end of each week, at the end of each month, at the end of each quarter, review it, see where I'm going wrong, see what I'm doing well, see what I'm not doing so well. And from that, I can begin to kind of build and tweak and add in things. And I used to think that, you know, trading was always once you got an edge, that was it forever. But I've realized over this journey that there's always going to be times where the markets change, things change, and you as a trader have to be able to sort of respond to that and adapt accordingly. And if that means, you know, tweaking things, adding things in, changing things up, then you have to be able to do that. And I think a lot of traders have an ego still. And I used to have one where I thought, no, I know everything, I've got an ego, I don't need to learn anymore. But that is just a recipe for disaster. If you want to make it in this game, you are going to have to be prepared to have those battles, those moments where your edge isn't as good, and it's about, you know, damage control when it's not as good, and when it is good, it's about capitalizing. And look, you know, I'm not sitting here saying if your edge doesn't work for a month, change it. But what I am saying is if you're a year in and you've not really had much progress and you followed it to a T, you know, maybe something's wrong. Maybe it's time to actually ask those questions that you've been avoiding. And, you know, often a lot of the things that we need to do is in the work that we're avoiding. We're avoiding doing the thing. We think it's something else. We love to blame other things as humans. And you've only got to go online and see how people speak and act in this game, and you can see why so many people fail and why so many people don't get anywhere. There's never a perfect time to make those changes, and it's always a risk, but you have to be willing to take that risk at the end of the day. And, you know, I've taken many a risk, and some have paid off, some haven't, but ultimately I feel in a very good place with my trading. And, you know, one of the biggest things to highlight is trading is meant to be boring. Successful trading is boring, and that's one thing you've got to remember. It's not euphoria and, you know, wow, look how excited I am and happiness and chasing a dopamine hit. You know, if that's how trading is for you, then you're treating it like a bit of a dick face, and no one wants to be a dick face in it. A couple of months, we've probably got, what, 8 to 10 weeks left to trade in, depending if you trade around Christmas itself. Personally, I like to take 2 weeks off with the fam. But yeah, you know, you potentially got that much time left of the year. You can still have a fantastic year. You can still do so much. It's just a case of, are you willing to do it? Are you willing to put the work in? Are you willing to be vulnerable? Ask the questions of yourself and, you know, answer them accordingly. And if it means that, you know what, you've not had the best year, you've not had the best period, that's all right. Like, I've had a really, really tough year this year. It's tested me a lot, but I'm growing. I'm coming out of it the other side a better person. And ultimately, that's what it's all about. And I never give up and I never quit. And like I always say, you only fail when you quit. Yeah, man. Perfect. So I'm halfway through eating my lunch. I've got some scrambled eggs, some chicken sausages, a little bit of ketchup. Wow, that's bright. I just took a long on gold, so we'll see what happens there. Yeah, it's set up as I was cooking, so I had to hit it on my phone, but it's all good. Well, with a brew in hand, we are off to trade New York. I say trade it, I'm in the trade. And we're gonna go and see what's happening with the trade. If I am not in it anymore, I'm putting the bally on and I'm gonna go and batter Big John. If you get the leaf blower out, and if you blow on it, apparently it goes up. I'm joking. That is what it is. It's an L. It's just an L. It's Thursday morning. I've spent most of my morning just crunching numbers, still trying to figure out this data thing in the sense of, is it worth adding these new refinements properly or not? I'm not sure. It's difficult. And this is the thing that I'm on about. You know, it's like, you're going to have really good periods and you're going to have rough periods. And it's just, it always depends on when you start, say, a challenge, or you get your live account, or you decide to do something like DarwinX or whatever it might be. And if you catch that bad period, you're going to be like, oh, my edge doesn't work. But, you know, when you look back at the results, it had a fantastic part of the year. It's just wasn't capitalised on perhaps, and I need to get ready for London. So going to get ready in a minute, going to head into London today. Don't think I'll be in there too long. I want to kind of be in and out, not in a horrible way or anything, but I've just got lots to be cracking on with. I also need to edit this whole vlog because COD comes out tomorrow, and there's a very high chance tomorrow I'm just playing COD all day. I know that Lizzie line's new, but it's so much nicer than all the other lines by a mile. Those lazy fuckers can get the steps in, by the way. Walk up these bad boys. Right, this guy's got Shenanigans, mate. How feety. Come on. Let's go. Ah, Bruno, man's chilling. What a long day. Listen, I slacked today big time in filming. To be honest, went to a private members club and it just seemed a little bit bougie to film. So I didn't. But yeah, had a fabulous day, had some lovely food. Long day though, I tell you, going in and out of London, commuting there and back in one day, even though I basically just chatted and ate, it really makes you like grateful for, you know, being able to work from home and not have to commute. Super grateful for the position I'm in, and I never take it for granted. And again, many of you are probably in a very fantastic position yourselves. Sometimes you take things for granted, and I've got to take my shoe off. You know when you've just had shoes on for all day? Oh, there we go. But yeah, you know, like you can take things for granted and then you go and do something and you like reminded at how well things are going and perspective. And I think sometimes I'm quite a serious, ambitious person, and I sometimes often forget how far I've actually come, and old me would be very proud, and old you would be very proud of you. So make sure you are absolutely looking at the other side of things. Steph has absolutely smashed me his outfit. I'm gonna pop a picture up here. She has gone as Pennywise to a Halloween disco, bless her. And I have to say, like, where has my little girl gone? Like, it's crazy to think that she's gonna be 8 next year, man. And again, it's why it's super important to enjoy time with the family and make memories, and, you know, sometimes indulge a little bit, spend a little bit more than you perhaps would. You know, money can be got back, but time can't. I'm someone who, you know, is a parent and has seen how quick the girls have grown up. Did that light just flash? Was that me? Definitely the light in it, or is man like tripping out? Right. You know, you don't realise how quickly they grow up. So it's just make sure you're spending time with the loved ones, especially when they're little, man. Like, obviously I want to spend time with them when they're older. I want them to think, you know, dad's still cool and all that. But they grow quick. Very, very quick. I also missed a loss today. It's the first time in ages I've missed a loss by not having signal. So you know what? I'm going to take it. Before I went in, I didn't really see much happening, but it was literally the start of a New York session. And I thought, oh, you know what? I'm just going to have to deal with it. There's no Wi-Fi. I'm indulged in conversation, surrounded with good company. Shenanigans in the toilet. Like, I'd have eaten my food in the toilet, mate. Like, it was super clean. Shenanigans, one of my favourite perfumes and fragrances. They got it in this hand wash and that. Like, yo! Anyway, I actually missed the loss. So, yeah, happy days there. And, yeah, I'll pick this up tomorrow morning. I tell you what, it's Friday and I did not want to wake up this morning. It was about 5:30 and I had a real decision to make for about 2 minutes, where I decided that I can either go to the gym and probably moan about getting up and moan about going but feel great after, or I can start breaking habits and routines and fall off. So I'm on my way to the gym. Let's go. Gym done. Always feel so much better for doing it. It's Call of Duty day and I got no space. I thought the game was downloaded. Urgent delete needed because I want to get gaming ASAP. Well, there'll be no training for me today because things I want to see happen are not going to happen in time. So that is the week done. So we've had a win, a loss and a missed loss. So it's all good. We're out of Drawdown, pretty much just sitting a little bit in profit on some accounts, BE on some. And the only one that's actually in Drawdown is Funded Next, because like I said, it didn't copy the trades when I changed the copy around. Call of Duty's downloaded now. So they said to Steph, we just got back from our walk, and I was like, you know what, why don't we just go get some lunch? Kids are obviously off. They break up today for a week.
Just us moment.
Just us moment before the kids are off. Little man's not too happy about it, are you, mate? But we'll be back. And then when I'm back, probably just going to play COD all day. Steph's giving me a cucumbers. Healthy Steph, yeah? That's one Steph for lunch.
Yeah, okay.
Car charged.
Partial.
I've got to get home for COD, all right? Priorities. So we're on our way. I'm going to put the kettle on. Tea. Steph got me a pistachio cake and COD. And that is my day. I got me cake. I got me brew. Oh, flip at them vibes. Now, we just need COD. And Call of Duty time. Let's go. Yeah, boys, me. Ooh, 9-1. Safe to say, I am enjoying myself. I'm probably not going to do much for the rest of the day. So to be honest with you all, I'm going to outro the vlog here. Appreciate all of you for watching as always. I know it was a little bit of a longer one this week, but I know a lot of you like them. I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. Last week of October, make sure you're getting shit done and you're doing things. Stop putting things off. Stop talking down to yourself. Stop worrying about the past. You can still completely change your year if you want to. So without further ado, I'll catch you all on next Sunday's vlog. Peace and love, gang.